but I showed her how to get her little recording stuff up. All she's been watching is Keke Palmer on Sims or whatever. Because apparently Keke Palmer like streams her Sims and shit. so yeah, she's in love with the Sims. So yeah.
But, the Sims is cool, man. I used to be really heavy into the Sims, like PS2 era.
I never played it.
What?
Only Sims I played was like one of the, I think it was the original, was Sim City on Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's recording. Say hi.
Hi. Don't talk about me in my swimming session.
This is early and so we ain't even intro yet. Yeah. So you good.
You might get clipped.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's great.
You might.
That would be amazing if you would remember to do it.
You might. We might. Just because you said I
He's
not
not
remember.
gonna do it now.
Oh man. Anyway, welcome back to the Block Talk Podcast.
Welcome back.
Episode 9. Man, how you feel, G? You feel good?
Feeling good, man. I just had a nap not too long ago.
Yo, that's how I feel. That's how I'm groggy now. I gotta get up to like 5:30, yo. Like, well, I purposely got up at 5:30, but I didn't like lay down till like 4.
Yeah, we were like literally the same. Yeah, me and my girl, we laid down about that time. No. It was probably about 3:30. About 3:30.
That's wild, man. So y'all just heard her in here coming, interrupting or whatever. Do y'all have any petty fights or petty arguments in y'all house?
Petty?
Yes, petty, and not like petty to where it becomes shady and like y'all get mad at each other, but petty like, why are you like this, yo?
No. I would probably honestly have to ask her because she got more beefs with things than I do. Like I kind of don't care, but she has beefs with a lot of things, so maybe she does.
Nah, we have petty arguments. Like not even arguments. We have one argument, one petty like squabble that we always go over, and it's about fucking hangers. It's about hangers. Like we fight over hangers so much. Like it makes me mad when I go into her office because in her office is like the closet or whatever. And I brought her. So I was at Walmart one day and I brought I think it was, they were like, how much? They was on sale for like a dumb price. And it was, you got like 15 for like $1. And I was like, that's not bad. Let me get 10 of these. So I got us both 100 for 100 brand new hangers. The green ones are mine. The pink ones are yours in your office or whatever. And so she has only opened like maybe one pack. And you know, I got all my clothes and stuff in here. Right. So I opened all of mine. I be going there like, damn, I want some hangers. I be wanting them so bad. And like in our bedroom closet, we got to fight over hangers. Like, man, it's ridiculous. Like fighting over hangers is like a big deal.
No, see, I'm trying to think what. See, no, none of ours is petty. Yeah, like no. If we go get into it, we getting into it.
Like, ain't no exhibitions.
No,
ain't no sparring. This is bare knuckle boxing. Like, drink some whiskey afterwards, nigga. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, that's nice that y'all can have like a petty one. Like,
yeah, like, and honestly, yo, like it's crazy because like we like rarely argue, but like unfortunately I think we both the same to where like we pack stuff away and then like we wait until it like tip over and then everything spills out. We gotta have a whole day where we both sitting down damn near crying and like, oh, I love you, but I love you too. Like that's kind of how we get, and we are actively getting better as you know time goes on. It's been almost 7 years, so like we are getting way better at it.
Okay,
but like.
Yeah, that's a lot. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary.
That y'all did. That's what's up. Yeah. Congratulations, man. How you feel? How's it?
It's great.
And y'all did 2 years and y'all already living together. That's a lot.
It is a lot. And but it's cool. It is great. We learn a lot about each other, and I know her pretty well. She does not like to admit that I know her though. That's like a big thing for her for some reason. She wants to feel like you can't know me. I'm an enigma. I'm like, no, but I know you.
You're pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like, even if she's straightforward, but it's just that like I know you.
Right.
Like today, so funny. She had got up kind of early. She started doing some cleaning. And she was just like running around the house, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna pick us up some food. So she finished cleaning. I got her some food, and we watched the episode of You. And I was looking at her, how she was just cuddled up in his blanket. She was like cuddled, like burritoed in his blanket. And I'm like, you want to go and take a nap after this? And she was like, why you think I want to take a nap? And it was all of this. She went into this long thing about like, you don't know me and like, I'm just watching the show and everything. And then at the end of it, she was like, but yes, I would. Like, why couldn't you just say yes? Like, it's okay for me to know you.
Right? Why are y'all like this, yo?
No, why is she
No,
like
that's
that?
what I'm saying. Like, why, like the women in our lives? Why are y'all like this?
Man, I have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't think. Well, no, we have that every now and again, but it comes in the moment. So like she loves villains. So like the villain in the movie, I could typically be like, yeah, like, but she like, I don't know why I like this nigga so much, because he the villain. Damn, he is the villain, ain't he? Like, yeah, like, because he the villain. Like, yeah. So that's just how we get down with shows. Like, it's, yeah, we know it's living together with your partner, like, forces you to kind of get to know that person. And like early Bobby years or whatever, I was always like, yeah, you shouldn't move in with somebody that you just dating or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like now, I encourage anybody, if you plan on being with this person long term, like in your heart of hearts, you know, like I'm done with the streets, or I ain't talking to nobody else. Like, this is my person. If you're willing to go balls to the wall like that, then yeah, I think you definitely should live with that person within that, 2 to 3 year time period or whatever. Mm-hmm. Don't do it out of desperation.
No.
To like, yeah.
Man, white people love that.
Oh my God, yeah. Don't do it out of desperation. Like, do it because like I legit want to be with this person and like, kind of feel things out, get to know this person, and then all the other benefits come from there or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, living together, total different. Like when I got my apartment, it was just me or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was actually funny because we was like beefed out that weekend. And like I think I woke up, I said good morning to her through text, and then like I went, got my brothers, and we started moving. And I got my U-Haul or whatever, started moving, and then like she didn't see the apartment until like maybe a week after I've been there. Mm-hmm. And so, but for that first 6 months, it was just me by myself. Well, no, not even 6. It wasn't even a whole 6 months. It was like, it had to be like maybe 4. And then after that, the pandemic hit, and we was locked down. And like then she was living at her sister's house, and then like after her job was like, yeah, you like we just shutting everything down, stop coming in. Like after that, like she moved in permanently, and ever since then, like we've been together like that. And I was like, you know what, like this is cool. I had a taste of like by myself for the first couple months, even within that like. Within the 2 months of the 6 months we was on lockdown, or of the 2 months, the first 2 months of her being there back and forth, like it was still just all me or whatever. I paid all the bills, like everything that came through there. We lived right across the street from a gas station, or not a gas station, a grocery store.
So and a gas station.
Yeah, that's it. But at the time I didn't have a car, so that was important. So at the time, so I would go grocery shopping or whatever, and then so everything came through me. Rent, light. I think the last 2 months of us living there, she decided to get internet because at the time I was using just my little hotspot or whatever. Because it's just me, I don't give a fuck. So I was just using a hotspot and doing that. But then eventually she was like, "Nah, I need internet. Like we gotta do this or whatever." So I'm already bet. So she paid that, but everything else I paid or whatever. And it was cool. It was straight. Like being able to come. I had my little sense of, all right, live by myself. Nobody else helped me out. And then she came along, and even while she was staying there, she wanted to pick up a bill, but I was like, "Well, I got it." Like I purposely picked a place to where I could pay my rent within 1 or 2 checks or whatever, and I could pay all my bills within 1 check. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna be, me learning some financial responsibility or whatever, and just have that sense of being a man on my own for a little bit. And then I didn't expect it like to be that soon of her moving in, but yeah, that was cool, man. And you kind of spoke on a little bit about being able to pay everything like yourself. Yeah, get your water ready. Getting real parched. Getting real parched over here.
So you know, before I might have talked before about how I don't like how I didn't understand like why a nigga would want to pay all of the bills for him and his girl if they both live together. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it before, but now I do.
What light have you seen, G?
Because see, look, the more bills they pay, and this goes sound terrible, but you gotta let me explain.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Let them cook. Right? Let me go.
Let them cook.
So when the woman is paying a decent proportion of the bills in the house, it gives them the ability to say no. Which like right? So let's say like, you like damn, how you gonna recover? So let's say y'all both work, y'all both splitting the bills. You like, yo babe, can you do this thing for me? Like, no, I'm tired, or I don't feel like it, or whatever reason you have, whatever valid reason. This reason is super duper valid. Okay, she paid half the bill, she live here, whatever, right? But if it's like, yo, I pay all the bills, like I need these clothes washed. Like, what the fuck you gonna say? And then it's not like it make it less bad, but I feel that as the payer, if you're paying all of the things, I mean, of course, as the woman, you can still say no. Of course, you can always say no if you want to say no. But as the nigga who's paying, my tolerance is going to be way too low. Like, how many times you gonna tell me no? Like, I don't need this shit. Like, cause what are you doing? You're not paying any bills. Like, I'm asking you to do one thing, you can't do it. You looking real useless right now. So I'm not saying that's me, but I'm saying that is when I had to break it down and I had to find a reason for it. That was the reason I found. I could be wrong because I don't feel that way. But sure. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. But when I came down, I was doing the research and I had to look into it. That's what I came across, and that's what seemed to be the biggest reason.
I think with most guys in any situation, like I think guys look for the power in any situation, or power and authority in any situation or whatever. And I think that's like kind of what happens in the scenario you given, where, you know, like you said, guy works, pays all the bill, woman sits at home with kids or without kids, and, you know, you get home and the house look the exact same way, you know, smell the exact same way, and you like, okay, what are you doing? Like in most cases, guys are looking for, okay, if I'm out doing something, you got to be here doing something, and like.
Because to me, that's fair. Why you get to sit at home and be at home? Like, what you talking about?
I legit, I don't. So
in my scenario, though, the lady is the girl is working too. In the scenario I mentioned, the girl is working too. She just chooses to. I mean, not chooses to, but she doesn't have to spend her money on anything related to the house. You just spend your money on whatever bullshit you want.
Oh no, that's different.
Which I'm sure women have a lot of bullshit that they would like to buy.
Yeah.
So,
but more times than not, they gonna still buy that bullshit with your money.
Yeah, so, yeah, that too.
But yeah,
but see, what I'm saying, if you get to keep all your money for you, don't ask me for shit. If I know you working and I'm paying all the bills, don't ask me for shit.
But see, at my current job, I know a lot of women that are like that. Were like, they was like, yeah, I don't like asking my husband for money. So
and you should. I mean, not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying like, if you know your husband pays all the bills. If you know like 95% of your husband's money goes to supporting you and this family, and 100% of your money goes to you, why would you ask him for 5%? Why the fuck would you do that? That shit sounds terrible. Like, I know you only got 5%, but if I can get 4, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, no, and then you keep your 100. No, that's stupid. And then after that, firstly we fighting, then we breaking up, then we fighting again. Like, no, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Oh man, like I can't speak on that too much.
Me neither.
Like I said,
me neither.
When I had my place by myself or whatever, I was like, yo, if you wanna pitch in, you can, but you know, I got it. I purposely planned my life to be this way, and if you came along, when you came along, or purposely planned my living space to be this way, so when you came along, I could still handle everything without you being here or whatever. And like. To me, that was important because up to that point, I I lived with so many other people. Like I lived with you for a minute. Me and you had a spot, and then after me and you left that apartment, I was with my grandma and my auntie or whatever. And after a while, like I want to feel like this is mine and I can contribute to my lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, she always said though, she said like she never felt like she lived there because she didn't pay any bills, and like that's a feeling that I wouldn't understand. But I think a lot of girls feel like that. Like if I'm not financially contribute, I cannot pronounce this word. Thank you, contributing. I cannot pronounce the word. If I'm not financially contributing, then I'm useless, and I don't see it that way. Like I truly believe in the idea of being a homemaker or whatever. Like I think that's 100% legit, because I even see it now with like me being here or us being here, and when she works from home or whatever, she works from home damn near 3 days a week, and she going to the office 2 days a week. But even when she go in, she ain't got to go in till like 10. And when she go to 2 days she go in, she just started having to go in because they like, we want to see your face. But before that, she could work from home 100%. And so like just little stuff. So like I always pick up jobs with long fucking hours. So I'm gone probably 12, 13 hours throughout the day or whatever.
Yeah, me too.
And so from her being home and she walking through the house or whatever, she see, oh, you know what, he ain't got no soap. Let me get him some soap. He ain't got this. Let me get him that or whatever. And so it's just like, just little shit like that I'm seeing like makes a vast improvement on just like lifestyle or whatever. And like for me, I never was like, okay, you have to do the cooking, you have to do the cleaning or whatever. That was never my thing, because I'm a pretty decent cook, and she'd tell you I'm a very decent like laundry keeper or whatever. So I don't know why. It's definitely an old school way of thinking from guys, but I also think it's definitely rooted in like a control thing of like, like you said, if I'm out working, you got to be doing something, or not even you got to be doing something, but you got to do what I say, type of thing. Yeah, I think that's where that's rooted. That's where it's rooted from.
And I'm not saying that's 100% right, but all I'm saying is I understand it. Yeah. And that's what they're gonna make perfectly clear. I'm not saying I agree with any of that, because and me and my girlfriend kind of get into this thing a lot. She'll say something. Like we'll be discussing something or we'll be debating something, and I noticed that I can understand. Like even though I may not agree with the position, I can understand the position. Yeah. And she's not quite as good at it. So yeah, in that scenario, I was saying like, I can see how some guys be like, you know what, like if they are that power hungry kind of guy, they'll be like, no, I'm gonna pay everything, and then when I tell you to do something, you're gonna do it. Right. So
that's why.
And to them, it's an investment. Like if you don't like hearing no, like hey, this is it.
Right. Right. When you was growing up, did your mom teach you anything about women? Like not indirectly, not just from you watching her, but like her just randomly sitting down one day while you in the 8th, 9th, 10th grade, and she just talked to you about women in general.
I do not think so. I'm not gonna say that she didn't, but clearly it wasn't anything that like stuck with me if she did. But the way I process information anyway, I process information very passively. So I can hear something once or twice, and if it's deemed like important, I'm gonna store it. So she could have said it in passing and I picked it up and not even remembered.
Okay.
What about you?
I honestly don't think so. I think everything I learned from my mom about women, I learned indirectly. Yeah, I think I learned all of those things indirectly. And then like with like my sister, like I think I learned a lot about women indirectly. I don't know. I'm gonna ask this question again when we have our co-host on, because I want to see like the difference. I asked my fiance that. I asked India that, and she was saying like, I asked her. I think I don't remember what she said, but I asked her the opposite. I asked her like, did her dad teach her anything about boys directly, not like indirectly, not just through living?
What did she say?
I don't remember.
See, I feel like fathers are more likely to tell their daughters about guys than vice versa. Than like women telling their sons about women.
See, I know but
because I feel like even women don't really understand themselves. So how they go tell somebody else about them?
That's a different topic.
Is it?
That's a different topic.
But with guys and boys, it's just simpler. Like some dudes are good, some dudes are bad. Use your judgment, kind of deal. But with women, it's like, yeah, GG's, like keep swinging till you hit. I don't fucking I don't know.
Did you already ask the question about how would you handle your kid's first heartbreak?
No, that was never a question.
Really?
It was on the list.
It's on the list, but I thought we talked about this already.
How would I know?
How would you handle your kid's first heartbreak? How would you, like, son or daughter? Come on, Daddy G, this little boy or girl broke my heart. Whether they in the 6th grade, 2nd grade, fucking 3rd year in college, like, how would you handle your kid's first heartbreak?
I'm gonna bring them into the living room. Sit them down.
Oh, wait. Let me say this, man. Well, give me your age. I need an age range.
You give me the age range.
Okay.
You give me the scenario.
All right.
Because the plan is the same. It don't matter.
Okay, so look, your kid is 12. Go.
Okay, so what is that?
That's like 6th grade.
No. It's like...
Yeah, 6
like
is 12. 6 is 12. 7 is... Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so 6 is 11. Because 12 is 7th. 13th is 8th. So, yeah, you're about 14 in 9th grade. So, yeah, that's about... So 6th grade, you about 11.
Okay, 6th grade?
Yeah, 6th grade, 11.
Okay, so I'm going to bring him into the living room.
Okay.
Bring him into the living room. Sit on the couch. Alexa, play Kanye West. 808s and Heartbreak.
This nigga.
No, dead ass. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk. And we're going to listen. We're going to listen. And it's about... And then one thing I want to give to my kids is the ability to talk about their feelings. And... Like whatever the situation was, like you said, it's 6th grade, 7th grade, whatever. Like it was gonna happen, but they didn't know it was gonna happen.
Right.
So I would want to let them hear this. Let them hear
play this fire real quick. Play this Grammy Award with.
Let them hear this. Let them know that they're not alone in the way that they're feeling. Let them know that other people feel things like this, And the one thing I like about that album is too that it goes through the ups and the downs. So you can I do not remember how it starts. Is it Welcome to Heartbreak?
It gotta be Welcome to Heartbreak. In my head, can you explain that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it starts with like Welcome to Heartbreak, and then it goes down to like Heartless and Love Lockdown and everything like that. But then by the end of it, you're coming back with So Amazing. See You in My Nightmares and everything like that. So it sends you through the whole journey for real. It's really a great album. Don't hate on it.
No, that's legit because Kid Cudi got me through a lot.
Yeah, so
humming some Cudi got me through a lot.
So that's what I want to do. I want to let them know that they're not alone. Like give them some music that they can relate to. Talk to them about their feelings. Let them know what to expect. Ask them what did they learn. How did it make you feel? Things like that. So, what about you?
I think it'll be the same, but to a certain age. But after a while, the advice will kind of split. So, it's scenario 11, like 6th grade, 11-year-old, something like that. I would ask him what happened. Mm-hmm. Like what happened? Who is this person? Mm-hmm. Do I know them? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that or whatever. What made you like this person? What did they do to break your heart or whatever? And then from there, I would definitely not have this conversation while my future wife is there.
Why not?
Because I would tell a story about when I got my heart broken. Like, and I would try to relate in a way to where I'm like, yeah, when I was 11, you know, I had this person in my
I
life.
thought you was gonna be like, yeah, I was driving on grass this one time.
No. I would try to relate to it to a certain degree or whatever. But I was like, you know what? Like, you are an amazing, beautiful / handsome, you know, person or whatever they are. And like, you know what? You like, this is gonna. I'm gonna keep it funky. Like, this is gonna be the first of many. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be the first of many. Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen. Don't get bitter. Don't get sad. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like the information changes if it's a boy versus a girl?
At a certain age, yes.
Okay.
At a certain age, I think the information does change to a degree. I think at the root of it, for me, the information is going to be the same at the root, but the way I say it is going to be two different ways. Mm-hmm. So like if I had an older boy, it'll still be like, yo, like, don't get bitter, don't get angry or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not saying none of that. Well, go ahead.
This thing. Don't get bitter, don't get angry. Like, this stuff happens or whatever. It's gonna be bad when I have kids and they get to that age range of like dating and shit. It's gonna be bad. It's already bad now. Mm-hmm. Like, but it's gonna be far worse. Mm-hmm. Like, I would hate to be a boy. Imagine being a boy, being born in 2045. Mm-hmm. it's like 2070. You like what, 25 years old, and you gotta. It's gonna be some wild shit happening out here. Anyway, but
So no, go ahead. Finish your story. No, go ahead.
So yeah, I was like, you know what? Like, yo, it's gonna be all right. Don't get bitter. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's plenty of women out here that one look just as good as that person, if not better, that you were dealing with. And there's plenty of people out here that you don't even know yet that will treat you way better than that person treated you. Mm-hmm. And then to my girl or whatever, to my daughter, I would say, yo, you know what? Like, again, the information, the root of the advice is, don't get bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, these niggas ain't shit, mm-hmm. but you know what I'm saying? You got to be smart. It's tough out here for, young black, beautiful women like yourself. It's hard out here, but you know what I'm saying? You got to get your shit together. Focus on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Get your life together to the point where you can sustain yourself. You can sustain yourself with or without the heartbreak if you decide to get back into the field. Like, I'm telling my daughter to get back out there to sustain herself, incubate herself, but I'm telling my son to get back out there. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's the two different routes or whatever. At a certain age, like, after you, like, I'm only giving this advice when you around like that 19, 20, 21 age range or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when it comes to like heartbreak and all of that stuff, like, tell my son, like, you got to get back out there. But tell my daughter, like, it's okay to incubate yourself, but don't get bitter, don't get sad or whatever. Like, all niggas ain't shit. Like, look at me, like yeah.
Yeah.
Go. What would you gonna say?
Honestly, I never forgot
This nigga.
But no.
You're not telling your son to say fuck them bitches or.
Well, that too. But I think, and I know this is probably not going to happen because it looks like it's going in the opposite direction. Honestly. Okay. And like I said, it's gonna sound bad when I say it out loud.
Say it.
But it's a nuanced thing.
Clip it up.
But we are, like, right now, like you heard of like housing bubbles and mm-hmm. like crypto bubbles. Mm-hmm. I think right now we're on a women bubble. I think women's bubble. I think women's value is there and it's high and it's great, mm-hmm. but I think it's inflated. Okay. And because for the most part, when it comes to dating, for a lot of part, like, the women are the ones who control it because they're typically the ones with all the options. Like, when I'm saying every time, but I'm saying majority of the time. Majority of the time, They are in control. They can dictate who they want to talk to, when they want to talk to them, and things of that sort. Mm-hmm. So if, and I don't even know how it would happen, but if somewhere, some way, like a generation of niggas just got a whole lot of self-respect out of nowhere and was able to like somehow equalize it, then I think both genders would be in a better place. But right now, women just have all the power, and to me, it creates a bad dynamic.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think
you don't think women got all the power.
I think when we were
in dating,
when we were growing up, yes. I think when we were growing up, yes. But like at this current age now, like I think because Jalen Rose says something that I partly agree with. That this will be me jumping out the window. So he says something that I partly agree with, and when I say partly, I mean like he's missing certain things in this statement. But he said it while his ex-wife was on the
on Molly,
on the show with him. He said a man is only as faithful as his options. and she looked at him like, and he's like, chill out. So I do agree with that statement, but I think he missed the piece of like some dudes are just naturally like loyal and faithful in that way or whatever. Some guys don't need multiple women, for satisfaction or whatever. So yeah, there are some guys are only faithful as their options or whatever, but there are other guys out here like myself that no matter what the options are, the person they chose is the person they chose, and that's the person they gonna be with. Mm-hmm. So I think because the boom of the internet and the idea of I don't have to, for a guy, the idea of I don't have to directly approach a woman anymore to meet her, like I can now, I'm okay with being shot down in the DMs versus being shot down in person or whatever. So that opens me up to so many women now, because on the internet with social media, you can legit follow 10,000 girls that's just who you like or whatever. Mm-hmm. And every day, once a day, you can email or you can inbox all of them once a day or whatever. And that gives you so many options. So now you're not limited to a certain bubble in your neighborhood. Like when we were growing up, we really didn't have that. Like we was on the cusp of the MySpace era or whatever. Like, but back then, nigga, like so it actually goes both ways, this scenario. But growing up in high school, if you lost your girl or whatever, y'all beef, y'all had a falling out, y'all break up. Mm-hmm. You had at least 2 weeks to get your girl back. Because, especially if y'all went to the same school, mm-hmm. you had a month to get your girl back. Like, because more times than not, she lived in the same neighborhood as you, or she lived in the same area as you, y'all go to the same high school. So you got more chances to interact with this girl or whatever, because she's not seeing much. Mm-hmm. But now, like with the internet era, I could go to Osborne, break up with a girl, and if that girl popping, she go be somewhere in Utica with some other nigga. Like, like you lost your girl, It's a wrap. So
that's what I'm saying, that the women have too much power. But
I think it's kind of leveling out, because now the same thing can happen. If a girl fumble a guy gonna be like, you know what? Like, it's another bitch over in fucking Fitzgerald High School I can go talk to right now. Like, why am I dealing with you?
But the ratio is terrible. So I don't know if you ever talk to anybody using the online dating, or talk to anybody who using the online dating. Mm-hmm. If you, like, back when I tried like the online dating thing, mm-hmm. like I'm talking like over the course of like a month, I would get like like 2 matches and like 1 message, like over the course of like a month. Bro, women get like 50 to 100 messages a day.
Yeah.
The shit is. I'm saying that shit is not equal. I can't be like, oh, if it just don't work, I'm just gonna go and get some chick in Utica. Like, no, it doesn't. For the dudes, it doesn't work. For the woman, she can be like, yeah, fuck this nigga, I'm gonna get this new nigga tomorrow, because Because over this week, she done got 50 a day. She got 250 messages
Yeah,
waiting.
that's just the natural order, though, G. Like,
And I'm saying the natural-
guys are going to always heavily pursue women.
And I'm saying the natural order is fucked up, which puts the women on this bubble. I'm saying niggas need to find self-respect over the next 30 years to balance the shit out.
Nah, you acting too much. You asking niggas.
No, I'm...
you asking niggas to not be thirsty. Niggas are inherently thirsty. Like niggas are
But
inherently
you know though,
thirsty.
like, I feel if a group of niggas come together for the greater good, they can make it better for everybody going forward. Kind of like, I know you hate it, but kind of with football, if you know how the contract's not guaranteed, right? Mm-hmm. If Patrick Mahomes said, "Yo, look, my contract got to be fully guaranteed," and they say, "Oh, it's gonna be worth less money," like, okay, that's fine, but it got to be fully guaranteed. And then the next person will come around like, "Yo, I want it fully guaranteed. I want a little bit more than Patrick." And that's okay. And then, okay, it's fully guaranteed, more than Patrick, and it's going to go up and up and up for everybody till everybody's making $250 million fully guaranteed. So, it like with any movement of anything, it has to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. Especially, like I said, especially in the internet era, the social media internet era, it's not going to change. Like, it's going to be like, honestly, the guys that's going to be way more valuable now within the next 20 years are going to be the guys that don't use social media. But I don't think that is going anywhere anytime soon.
So the one thing I will say where the guys have the advantage, but it doesn't kick in until later. It doesn't. So typically the women, they have all their guys, they have all their options. So they pick this guy, that guy. They get with whoever. They more than likely end up pregnant at one point or another. Is that a bad thing to say? More than likely, you just end up pregnant.
I think so.
Well, is it?
I think it's fair to say they end up in a situation they didn't want to be in, whether it be heartbreak, whether it be pregnancy, just something.
No, that pregnancy hit different though.
It do. It's a big difference, but like they end up in a situation that make them
So for the most part though, it's just women. Period. When they're younger, they go for a different kind of guy than when they're older. Mm-hmm. So if you're the kind of guy like, and I think I've talked about it on here before, that when I was younger, like a lot of girls didn't really approach me, but after they got older and they had kids and niggas left them and stuff, I started looking like a way better option to them, And then they like
that's what I mean. That's what be the biggest thing I teach my son is that it is perfectly okay to turn down a girl.
Absolutely.
It is perfectly okay to turn down a girl. Like and not in no way that you hurt her feelings or whatever, but like it's perfectly like if you get to the point. I don't know what my kid gonna be, but let's say if I have a son and he grew up to play basketball or whatever, like you don't have to smash everything that's thrown your way or whatever. That's gonna be the self-respect thing you talking about. Like niggas gonna have to stop being so thirsty, and that's gonna be a hard thing because in most cases women want to throw it to the nigga with the most. Now
see this probably gonna sound really bad. What is wrong with me today?
Hey, the name of this episode is G died. G died. G came looking for violence and got shot.
So look, if a woman is being thirsty towards a guy, I feel like it's okay for the guy to accept it with no repercussions, and still allow my plan to the plan of the man's self-respect to proceed, because those opportunities do not present themselves that often. So I feel that as a guy, if a single guy, if a woman is throwing it at you, I feel like if you want it, I feel like you should take it or get it.
If you want it, but like
I feel like even if you kind of want it, you don't have to emphatically want it. If you kind of want it, if you kind of want it, I will go ahead, because you don't know when the opportunities come back, and you don't want to be like, damn, what if? So you got to take it.
No. Don't even think about the what if. Don't even think about the what if. Like it didn't happen. Be realistic in this moment. It didn't happen. Don't think about the what if.
But it could have happened.
No, but you don't have to. I've seen so many guys like in situations where it's like this is gonna be it's a very unfortunate truth. But a lot of guys I know end up with the ugly baby mama because they just wanted some pussy that day. And it's like, look, that's your decision. You could have totally avoided the ugly baby mama, but because you wanted something that day, look at where you at. And now look at the person you attached to.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's pros and cons to it, of course.
look at the luggage you got to carry around for the next however many years of your life. So yeah, I just think if guys, when we get to a point where guys stop feeling like they gotta smash every single thing that come their way, like then the playing grounds will be equal. But because guys will feel like ever since we get like 12, 13, 14, like that's the emphasis of, did you get some yet? Did you lose your virginity? Did you do this? Did you do this? And it becomes like the mindset, well, when we was growing up, the mindset becomes, okay, I gotta get some. And eventually it just becomes ingrained in you to wake up in the morning and I gotta get some. So now if every guy like that is throwing or is trying to get some, then yeah, all the girls are sitting back like, you know what?
So that's what I'm saying. If the women are sitting back, if the women are throwing it at the guys, that is fine. To me, that is fine. That goes in line with the plan. But if you're out there actively like patrolling for pussy, bro, like that's anti-movement.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying if the woman is throwing it, it's okay for the guy to be like, okay, even if she's ugly, and she's like, yo, look, I'm trying to throw it on you. And if you accept it, that's cool.
Me,
it's cool.
That's anti the plan.
No, that's not anti the plan. That's not anti the plan.
That's anti the plan. No, you have to say no to something. Like
you can tell
there has to be a bar. And if you never say no, there is no bar.
But the thing is, for those, damn.
See? The logic. You have to set the bar.
Okay, but the bar for everybody is going to be different.
No, if this is a
you can't say
if this is a movement and we're moving, if a whole generation of men are moving in unison and we are down with the movement, then the bar we have to set it across the board.
But how you gonna tell another nigga what to like though?
Then don't get on board with the movement. Don't say you part of this movement then. Don't try to come to the party.
No, you don't gotta be the like the.
No. You want it both ways. You want it both ways.
Yeah.
In the early stages, you're not gonna get it both ways. Do not go get it both ways until things actually change. But on the way to change, you cannot have it both ways. We're saying no to the ones throwing it. We only want what we want.
Okay. So that's what you're saying. What I'm saying is yes to the ones throwing it, but I'm not spamming random bitches trying to get some.
No.
See, so that's what I'm. So what you're saying, what I'm saying is just different. It's just different. We're just saying different things, and that's okay. Because if you're throwing it, I'm catching it, but I'm not going out there trying to get it. Like at that pace. That's too much. It's crazy.
But okay. So, did you see what happened with Michael B. Jordan on the?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. To be honest, I heard what happened. I didn't see the interview. I heard what happened.
So, well, you heard what happened. Whatever. I ain't gonna recap it. But this is my turn now. I put my cape on when I jump out the window.
Okay.
I stand with him. I stand with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, so do I.
So I see some people talk about, he was corny because it was a girl. He should have done that for a guy. Blah, blah, blah. But I don't care. If you like, the memes are true. Watch who you talk about because that person grows to be something someday. Mm-hmm. So you might come knocking at some doors looking for a job, and the nigga you called a geek, a cornball, whatever, back in high school because he liked playing D&D and Yu-Gi-Oh! Now he run a Fortune 500 company, and you your old ass looking for a job because you peaked in high school. Mm-hmm. So no, don't come calling me corny, or don't come looking for whatever because I'm popping and we got some kind of history. Like y'all probably haven't even spoke since 7th grade science class or whatever. Like the fuck? No, I don't know you. Who are you? What's your name again? Like, could not have been. I've been far worse. Bro. I promise you. Like God knew what he was doing when he made me go through the struggle. Because if I just had it out the gate, nigga.
Yeah, so I agree. I agree with what he did because I feel like I would do something similar. I feel like I'll probably just go the total ignore route though.
Nah.
See,
Nope.
See, it would
If
depend.
you with it, I'm with it. Calling them out. Point them out.
It would depend on the level. It would depend on like what it was. Like if you was just like, it was like lower level, like antagonistic. Then I'm gonna let that go. I'm not like no, just fuck you. But if it was like you was in the back, like somebody would crack a joke and you was laughing extra loud to make it more funny, even though it wasn't that funny. If you was that person, then no. Okay, then now we gotta have words. Like I'm shitting on you at that point. Nah. But to me, it's levels. But like in general, I agree with what he did.
Nah, this will be the opposite for me. If you just did a little petty stuff like, oh yeah, he corny, and you know, oh your name is like Michael Jordan, a basketball player, but you not Michael Jordan. Like if it's like little stuff like that, then I'm flipping it on you. Mm-hmm. But if you was like the school bully and like you actively went out your way to like, you know, antagonize me or whatever, then like when you come up to me looking for an interview and I'm like when you talking about, oh yeah, we go way back, we went to the same school, like what school you went to? I didn't go there. Like the Twitter what they call it, Detective Twitter, gonna have to go to the high school yearbook, circle me, and then circle this person on the other page, and bro, oh y'all didn't go to the same high school. I didn't even see this nigga, bro. Like I don't even know who this nigga is. Or like must been two sides, cause I promise you, like it could not have been me, bro. Like bro, you got a good shot, cause could not have been me. It'd have been so. And I'm not sparing nobody. Men, women, in between, non-binary, whatever. Everybody can get it. This petty is ready to eat for everyone. Like everybody.
And you know what? And I'm the same way. But all my petty that like if I ever get it there, all my petty is just reserved for women.
Nah.
I don't see. I never really had no issues with niggas like that.
Nah.
I never really had no issues with niggas like that.
So this is so even in the short span that I've been, you know, in business or whatever, mm-hmm. I've come across so many guys that like try to just ignore everything from the past or whatever, and you know try to attach themselves to me to get something popping or whatever. And it's like, no, nigga, I didn't forget that. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I remember everything. Mm-hmm. Like, so like I would give girls more of a pass, but yeah, I don't. I have. Everybody's getting it, but like it's definitely gonna be dealt out like accordingly. Right. Like, I'm not sparing no feelings, guys and girls, cause I know what it is. I know what it is. Like you just trying to come up. From what I've seen in my situation, a lot of the guys that come back around trying to girls play the reputation card. Guys just play ignorant. They forgot. Like, no, nigga, I remember when you did this in the hallway, or I remember when you did that or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, girls just, oh yeah, they just try to ease their way in. Mm-hmm. Well, no, guys try to ease their way in without you noticing it. Where girls would kind of play on that history or whatever, that familiarity. Mm-hmm. But nah, neither one's working.
So, I know you're talking about that, but do you feel like you're a giving person or not really?
I used to think I was, but after being in this relationship, I realized I wasn't as much as I thought I was.
I don't mean necessarily in a relationship. I mean just period.
Oh. It depends. Who am I giving it to? I'm very much that way. Mm-hmm. I'm very much that way. Like I'm very much the who am I giving it to type of person. Depends on our history. Depends on our. Depends on our history, depends on the situation, and depends on what it costs me. Mm-hmm. So, like, I give you a wild example that's, like, hilarious that I'm, like, I remember to this day. So, I was on my way to church or whatever, and I stopped at the McDonald's on 7th and Gratiot. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, I'm in line or whatever, and this lady was like, hey, you know, older lady or whatever, seemed like she was kind of down on her luck or whatever. I don't know if she was homeless or not, but... So she was kind of down on her luck or whatever. Oh, she was like, hey, can you buy me a coffee or whatever? I really appreciate it. So I was like, it's, Sunday morning, coffee only $1. Get the lady a coffee. And then she was like, oh, and a
what?
It was like a hash brown or something like that. And then I was like, you know what? I just got paid. You gonna go get her this, I think like a sausage biscuit or something like that. And then I think she had a hash brown too. Like she didn't tell me.
She got a meal.
she didn't tell me. She called over the little, so it was like a little like the little employee interest or whatever.
Yeah.
So she called over that like, oh, and this and that, and she was adding stuff on. And so I was like, all right, because at the end of the day, it only added up to like $5, but she just kept adding, and I'm like, all right, you pushing it. So I was like, okay, cool or whatever. Got my change or whatever, and I put the change in my pocket. And this is where she went too far. She was like, "Do you need that $5 in your hand?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." No, get your meal and go. Get the fuck out of here.
See, that's where you're better than me, because I would have kept everything at that point. Because I'm like, I don't even drink coffee though. I'm about to drink coffee today.
Sipping today, coffee black, man. No.
See. And I get what you're saying, because I'm a very giving person, but it's only to those that I know, and then kind of like what you said, like what it cost me. So like when you were moving, I'm like, I don't need the sound bar. You don't have one. Take it. I don't got two Xboxes. What the fuck am I gonna do with two Xboxes? Take it. Like my computer monitor. We did the show, and I'm like, I got 3 TVs and 2 computer monitors at home.
Right.
Like, you can't keep it, but you can use it, because you was using like a fucking square ass one, right?
No, I had an old TV.
Yeah, then you were like had discoloration or some shit, or you had trouble.
Yeah, the TV kept going out.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't need this right now. Go ahead and use it for now. Like,
right.
So, and then like I do the same thing like with my brother. Or not my brother, but my nephew. If Jayden or Jordan needs something, he need a PlayStation controller. Like, I'm on PlayStation 5, you still on 4. Like, take what you need.
Right.
Like, so for me, I'm just naturally a giving person.
I can legit, like, now that you put it in that way, I can legit see that. Like, yeah, you are very, like when I tell people, I was like, yeah, man, like G gave me the Xbox One for my housewarming gift. You're like, what? Like, niggas look at me like what?
Like I said, I literally have 2.
Yeah.
And I have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't play them both at the same time. Like
all 3. Yeah.
So for me, like I said, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have 3 monitors, and I got 2 monitors and 3 TVs.
Right.
I can't use them all.
Right.
I can't use them all. It just,
I mean, you could.
I mean, I could, but I don't do anything where I would need them. I have to go out my way to find a process to use them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
So, do you feel like your giving matches with your girl? Is your girl giving, or do you feel like she's more selfish?
I don't know. I would let her like determine that. I can say that I can speak for this one. She don't give money to like bums and like people homeless or whatever. She does not. Yeah. She does not at all. Like that's not her thing. Don't ask her. Like that's not what she about at all.
Yeah, me neither. So on 94, at same day road test, when you come up there
on the left hand side, the same people.
Yeah, them same people. So sometimes when you pull up, it'll be the boys with the water. Yeah. It'll be boys. I always buy the water from the boys. Because at least y'all doing something, y'all selling something. Yeah, that's different. Okay, I'll buy like give me 2 waters, right? Or whatever. But like bum with the sign, like nigga,
nah, bro.
Right, nah, bro. Like, and you white, you fumble the bag. Like, stop it.
The privilege is not privileging. The privilege is not privileging. You out here lacking, man. But yeah. Like if you out here actively trying, like
yes,
there was one time actually last year for the black market. I was out there. I was. That little field on the corner of 7th and Reno, I don't own it, but I was out there raking, cutting the grass, picking the trash up or whatever, and I had my lawnmower in my truck or whatever, and I had just got done raking it, picking up all the stuff or whatever, and this guy walked past like, hey man, can I help you out? I'll do this and that, and I was like, you know what? I do not feel like cutting this grass. Here, take this 20. cut the rest of the grass, like because like you actively wanted to do something to get some money, like, and I'm never gonna say no to that, like unless I legit can like do it or whatever, or I can either if I can legit do it myself, or if I can't give you something that's worth your while. Because more times than not, when I come in those situations, they be like, yo, just give me anything and I'll do something or whatever. Right. But I'm like, yo, I can only really give you like $5-10, and this labor is way more than $5 or $10. So in that case, I'll be like, nah, man, unfortunately, I can't do it. Knowing I can give you something, but I just say no because I don't really like the labor and the payout won't be the same, and I wouldn't feel right feeling like I got over on you.
Right.
Rather like in most cases they probably be like, no, nigga, you gave me some money, I don't care. But I'll be like, nah, I got over on you, and I wouldn't do it that way. But yeah, she is not. I don't think she's. When it comes to like the bums and other people, nah, that ain't her. Or whatever.
Yeah, no, my girl neither.
Why?
Yeah, no.
I mean, it like I said, it strongly depends. Like in the beginning,
No, for her it don't matter.
Nah,
It's just a hard no.
Nah,
and it really don't matter who you are either.
Wow.
Just a hard no.
Wow.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like certain people, yes. Like I mean, of course, there's like you said, there's the exception.
Right.
Like of course, there's the exception. But like for her, like 99%, you can chalk that one up as an L.
99.8%.
You can chalk that up as an L.
Nah, like what was it? Something. Oh, so no, my thought process always was like, if I'm doing this for you, because if anybody in my family was in your situation or ever gets in your situation, I want somebody to do the same for them.
Yes.
So that was always my like, even like with the lady in the at the McDonald's, like she looked a little older or whatever, and I was like, you know, if this was my grandma, I would want somebody to buy her some food or whatever.
Yes.
If this is my mama, I would want somebody to buy her some food.
I rock with that.
So that
I'll carry a similar philosophy.
So in that moment, like that's why I didn't really. It was funny, and I didn't really hold it against her or whatever, because I was like, you know, if like I would want somebody to like without shadow of a doubt give her the whole meal she's asking for or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can afford it and like wanted to give it to her, so that was my going for it. But like after a while, I just stopped carrying cash and stuff, so I like really didn't give out money.
Yeah, no man, I ain't carried cash since 2008. Like ever since I started working and put my money on the card,
I never again.
I didn't get cash, so I never had cash.
Right. Well, actually recently, this is probably last year, but I had like a whole bunch of like quarters and stuff in my little cup holder or whatever, and like it was a lady at the light, and I was like, here, just take it all, and I just dumped it all in her cup or whatever and called it a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it wasn't much, but it probably was like 75 cents, but I was like, here, just take it all.
Oh, charitable of you.
Yeah, I do what I can.
So we at the 58-minute mark. You got anything you want to?
Really?
Yeah, you got anything you want to end off with? Before I do get into my flights and stuff.
Did you, as a kid, know when tax time was?
No.
You did not know.
I did not know.
Like your parents didn't tell you. You didn't just see in upspring of going from Fruity Circles to Fruity Loops. Like
nope.
You didn't see none of that.
Nope. Just I didn't.
It wasn't no surprise. Hey, let's go. I got you some shoes. It wasn't none of that. You just didn't.
Well, so to be fair, my birthday's in April. My birthday's in April.
Okay.
So that was, and my brother can attest. My brother's birthday is in April too.
Yeah.
So he can probably attest to this. The only time we got gifts were on our birthday, maybe Easter, if depending on when it fell and how money was, and Christmas. So pretty much throughout the year, birthday, Christmas. Outside of those months, I didn't notice a thing.
Wow. You know what? So I'm in the same boat. I didn't really know when tax time was until, like, when I look back on it, I remember the first day when my mama said taxes. And, like, 'cause we had randomly, like, just up and we went out to eat, but we didn't go anywhere, like, local. We went, like, past 8 Mile. So that's why I was like, oh, yeah. I was okay. I was like, yo,
so y'all with the big boy, yo.
So mama took us out. It took all of us out or whatever, and she was like, "Yeah, I just got my taxes or whatever. Let's go out to eat." And then like when I thought back, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like as a kid, I never knew when tax time was. Like, but I feel like now kids know. I feel like kids now know when tax time.
Well, that's probably because they hear their parents talk about it a lot more.
Yeah, because us, like, our generation look forward to that shit now.
Yeah.
Like, and we just openly talk about it all.
Yeah, my taxes ain't shit. I got like 300 back.
Taxes, man, taxes, and never, if you were single with no kids, taxes are never.
Man, but like I used to, when I was working at the bank and stuff, I used to get like 1,000 back, like every year.
Yeah, but you used to like invest into your retirement a lot, didn't you?
I did, and at Ford I do too.
Like more than you do with the bank?
Yeah, because I make more.
Oh.
But for some reason my tax was just really low this year. I heard that they did some restructuring, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. That shit went from $1,000 to like $300, man. And I'm like, I didn't want to file this shit.
Right.
Like,
Is it because of the stimulus?
We didn't get one this year. We didn't get one last year. We didn't get one in 2021.
No, but I thought like over the next couple years we was gonna be like paying that back.
Oh, that could be it.
Okay.
That could be it.
Okay.
Yeah,
tax time is definitely your thing.
So,
and actually, so if you are single, you know, excuse me, if you single, not married, no kids, and you are, in a like you're not getting that much back. From my understanding, what my tax lady told me, in order to get to see a bigger return, invest more into like your 401k. Into your retirement or that stuff or whatever. If you put a bigger chunk there, then the way they look at it is like, yeah, on paper you said you make this, but because you put this up for the future, we gonna give you some more now to sustain yourself. So any little tip I can give.
Oh, I did do a 401k withdrawal from my old one. Yeah.
So I think this year I ain't getting shit back. I'm low key. I might owe this year, but we'll see.
Yeah, I ain't looking forward to that shit.
Yeah,
so, but speaking of taxes though, well, kind of like taxes. I didn't know what the first of the month meant until I started working in banking.
Nigga.
Because, like, Bone Thugs and Harmony, first of the month used to be my shit.
It's the first of the month.
Yeah. And I'm like, I have no idea what that means. Nope. And I started working at the bank. And then it was the first of the month. I'm like, why is it so busy? And they're like, well, everybody got their checks. I'm like, what do you mean? And then they're like, well, the government gets these checks all these people on the first and the third. And then if the first falls on the Friday, that means the third is on a Sunday, which means they get their checks on Friday with the first people. And I'm telling you, it was just out the door. And that song gained an entirely new meaning to me. Entirely. And I'm like, these niggas was spitting. Like, I didn't know.
Back when rap meant something.
Man. Like, it's the first of the month. Grab your checks and come on. I'm like, man. Like, they took that shit to heart.
Yes, they from the struggle, man.
Man.
From the fucking struggle.
So, to end it, I got my flight deal. Mm-hmm. So, my flight deal of the week is for Delta. It is a Delta credit card.
Okay.
So, for this one, you have to spend $2,000, but you have 6 months to spend $2,000, which is super easy.
Right.
And upon spending that $2,000, you get 70,000 miles to spend on travel. So with that 70,000 miles, that's equivalent to either two first class tickets somewhere, or you can do 3 coach tickets for 2 people. So that's, or like 3 coach trips for 2 people. So I got Denver here, I have Orlando here, and I have Atlanta here. So you can go to all 3 of these places for that same 70,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
So you spent $2,000 on things you're going to do anyway, like get gas, buy food. Mm-hmm. And for doing what you normally do, you can take 3 trips without having to worry about the plane.
See, in that particular situation, I would definitely take the one first class somewhere versus the 3 coach.
Now, why?
I don't know. I think in that, well, the 3 places you named off are just places I particularly don't want to go. But if it was for me, it's always gonna be the destination versus like how I got there. Mm-hmm. But like in that case, if it's gonna be a first class trip, I'm definitely going somewhere like worth it. So like I would take a first class trip to like Hawaii or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like so, I don't know, just those. It's different in my head. I really can't explain it, but
no, I feel you. If I'm going to go first class too, I want to spend more time on the plane.
Right,
I get you. So if I were going to use, let's say Vegas, like a 4-hour flight, then yeah, okay,
yeah. Sure. Take the coach.
Yeah, no, I would go first class for Vegas. That's 4 hours.
Really?
That's for what's it called? Vegas is 4 and Hawaii's like 6 or 7.
I don't know. I don't view Vegas in the same light I view Hawaii. So.
Because it's an island?
I don't know. No, because maybe I just don't, like, I never view Vegas like that because I don't, the stuff that's in Vegas, I just don't, like, relate to. I don't gamble. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't pay for pussy. Like, it's things I'm just not interested in Vegas. I'm not a party person. I don't go out like that.
But they got. See, I just think that's not fair because they got like unique Avengers exhibits. They got the unique Avenger exhibit at what's the place at Planet Hollywood. They got one of the best comic book stores in the country. They got some of the best pools. They always got live events going on. They got one of the best outlet malls. They got so they got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff to do outside of the 4 things you named.
See, all of that stuff I really don't care about.
So what do you care about in the location?
Like so for me when I go, if the attraction for me whenever I go somewhere or I plan a trip is never the man-made stuff. It's always the natural nature things or whatever. So
you saying nature things, but Denver ain't on your list?
I was never interested in. I never knew where Denver was until I met Eugene. Like, Denver was never on my radar until you and Carmelo Anthony. Like, that's the only time I knew anything about Denver or whatever. But like, so if it was like, if you talking about going out to the deserts near Las Vegas or whatever, then yeah, I'll go do that. So ride the sand dunes or whatever.
That's the thing you can do, and they also offer Grand Canyon tours.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
but none of the stuff like in the city, like no, I'm just like, as much as I seem like a people person and a talker and all that stuff, I'm just not. Like, I don't care about this. I don't want to see the man-made structures. I want to see.
So if you could, okay, so you got 2 first-class tickets to go anywhere. Where do you want to go? Anywhere. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. I will go to Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, I will go to Nairobi, Kenya. They have this cool like open safari kind of zoo, and it's like it's separated. It's separated by the mountains, and so like, it's an open zoo / safari. So like they'll take you on a little trip or whatever, and you can see all the new animals or whatever. And like, of course, there's different animals on I think it's the east and the west side of the mountains or whatever. So yeah, stuff like that. Or you can like not just walk through and see the animals in their natural habitat.
No, we was in Disney World. We went on this one. They had this one. It's like a ride. You get into this seat, they put the little harness on you, and they put you in front of like this super huge screen, and they got the fans and like the water and the mist and the smells and stuff going, and it feels like you're going through whatever you're going through. Like these fans are going at you hard. It feels like you're flying, and like I said, it got like the different stuff in it to where you can like smell like the grass, or you can smell the water and stuff.
Was it 5D or 4D theater or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. But like, so they got the fans and stuff, so you're blowing in, like it'll tilt up when you gotta like spin around and jump. Like, it was fantastic, and it was very like immersive.
That's dope.
And I feel that if to feel nature was my primary thing, something like that would suffice.
That's
for me.
Artificial. That's not real.
So, and I feel like it's comparable and it's way cheaper.
Maybe. It definitely might be cheaper, but no, I want the actual experience. Have you been to the Detroit Science Center?
No.
Ever?
No. Well, probably when I was younger, maybe.
Okay. Well, at Richard they took us, and they had like, I think it was in the early stages of that like 4D theater, where like it was like the whole theater is shaped like a dome, and so. Oh
yes.
Yeah, you been in there?
Yes,
so they got, that was a like similar experience or whatever. They like spray the water on you and shit like that. It was pretty cool. I remember that from way back in the day. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
All right, so we're hour 10. You got anything before we go?
I ain't got nothing. We can talk about John Morant next week, dumbass.
Alleged.
I don't know.
Nah, that nigga dumb.
Alleged. No, I say alleged because like a lot of the things are alleged.
Okay, wait for sure though.
Yeah. He dumb as hell if all this is true.
Yeah.
Never knew a nigga trying to get out the NBA.
So bad.
So bad.
like, I hate it here.
Shit is wild. This shit ghetto. Like, you ever see the picture of the nigga in the pool? He in the pool surrounded by a bunch of people.
Yeah, he got a jacket on. I bet you feel popping right now.
like that's how y'all niggas look, yo.
Yeah, that's how you
go
look.
experience life, yo.
Yeah, go experience with that 70,000 miles.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there you go. Good plug.
Yeah.
That should be your thing, G. You should go on TikTok and just give people those kind of tips and stuff like that. Like that's a really good niche.
That'd be cool.
I think so. Yeah. But now that we said it out loud, somebody else go do it.
Oh yes, it's done. It's out there.
That's how it. That's how.
And he got 1 million views already.
Yeah. Did you see Did you see this guy turned he turned a trailer into a mobile bowling alley? Mm-hmm. Fire! Like the shit people doing with these mobile I seen a guy get a school bus and like his plan was to gut it and make it into a mobile dispensary. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking fire! Like an ice cream truck for weed. Mm-hmm. I don't smoke. That's fucking fire! I'm a huge fan of like dope out the box concepts. Mm-hmm. So when I see stuff like that, like I saw one where like this girl, this lady, she specializes in doing slumber parties for little girls. Mm-hmm. And so she'll come to your house, she'll bring all the decorations, she'll bring all the like inflatable beds or whatever, she bring everything, and like if you tell her it's a unicorn theme, mm-hmm. then she will like decorate the whole room unicorn and like spread everything out properly. Like she is really dope. Mm-hmm. It's really, really dope. But just little stuff like that, I'll be like, yo, like people out here getting to the money.
They are.
Go get it, y'all. If it's out there, go get it.
Yeah, my dumbass is going to work every day.
Like a dumbass, bro. Man.
And I would say, man, that's the one thing. I think that's like the biggest thing that stopped me in my music mm-hmm. was my career change. Mm-hmm. It was because because like I said before, I would go to work, I would get home like around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I would go to bed like around 11:30. So I had like a bigger gap to do stuff. And my work wasn't physical, so I was like, I still had energy when I got off.
Right. But probably now, mentally tired, but not physically tired.
Yeah, so working now from, like I'm at work 13, 14 hours a day. Right. When I come home, like I gotta hurry up and go to sleep so I can wake up and do it again. Right. And then when I'm off on that Saturday or whatever, I don't want to do shit. It's still like it was the weekend. I mean, I still worked that day before, so I'm really not getting up until like 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So, and I feel like that is what stunted my creativity musically the most.
I feel like you should try it just one day. Try to get back to music, like legit. I miss the days when you had like the little shows or not little shows. We had the shows or whatever, mm-hmm. like the one you and Chris did at Club Blue. Mm-hmm. Like I miss those days. I feel like it's a good time for you to get back, to doing music. But yeah. I ain't gonna force you. So totally your choice.
For sure.
But yeah, that's it. Hopefully, we can have an announcement pretty soon. We still getting the kinks and stuff out, working everything out. But I think y'all will be super excited about this. Thank you to everybody that have been watching on Facebook, watching the clips and the reels and all that stuff.
Out of context.
the out of context series. I'm gonna find a way to get us back on Instagram. But yeah, that's it. We ain't got so much. Remember to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff. And if that's it, peace.
Peace.
Holla.